You gotta get into the groove.
Hey everyone, welcome to another session for Groove Asia Unite, Groove Leaders Unite, and I actually see you guys here. This week we're going to sort of carry on from what we were doing last week in terms of the navigation, the assets in Groove pages, the configuration and all that sort of thing. So today is actually about the mega menu. I know we actually set one up last week. We didn't assign any pages, but there was another step that I wanted to show you, but we ran out of time. So we're going to do that, and we're just going to touch a bit more on the pop-ups to make sure that people actually are really sort of like they know how to do it, because pop-ups can be a little bit tricky if you miss one step out. So we're gonna just cover that again. But let's just see who's actually in the chat here. Hang on, give me a sec. Oops, right. Here we go. All right, let's have a look. Nancy, good to have you here. Fantastic that you're here. Actually, you're my first one today. So I know that we'll probably get more people coming as this session carries on. Anyway, so what I said before, we're going to go over the mega menus and the pop-ups. I'm going to share my screen, and we'll go back to kind of where we finished off. All right. There you go. There's my screen there. Okay. Now, this is the one that we've been working on pretty much over the last few weeks. This is, I've called it Your Local Cafe. Just pulled the name out of the air. Hey, Johan, good to see you again. We just actually saw each other only moments ago. So yeah, we're gonna be going back on this again, and I'm gonna use this especially for the group pages sessions that we do, because it's all relative, and it's always good to actually just use the same site so you can actually see the progress that I'm making on the site as the weeks go by. At some point, I may actually decide to put that out there for sale, put this actual funnel out, or this website out for sale if people are interested in terms of anybody who is a cafe or whatever. But my aim is to get it to a point where they can start ordering online. So that would actually include things like Groove Cart and or even Groove Sell, just so all those different things. So you can kind of see where I'm going with this. This is kind of why I actually chose to do a cafe example, because it does lead into other things as well. And also, I think last week we covered about creating a VIP member area where you could actually become a member and get special discounts. All right, so we're in the back end of the website here, which is Your Local Cafe. And last week I did the mega menu, but you could only see this one here. You couldn't see the rest of this, okay? Because that was all hidden. So if I come over here, all these pages were actually over here. They were in the hidden part. So what we want to do is that we don't want to hide them. In fact, we do want them there because we're going to actually add mega menus to these. Right, to each of these. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come over here first of all, click on here. Oh, let me just try and, my mouse is not actually playing ball with me at the moment. I'm not too sure why. Let me get it. Okay, there we go. Global edit global block. Yes, I did create it as a global block. All right, so over here, we're going to click on that, and then we're just going to go one up so that we can select all this here. Now, because we actually, I don't want that local cafe to actually have the mega menu. I don't want it to actually have a menu where you can actually see all the other pages, because we're going to be having those pages up on the navigation menu so that it's visible. Hi, Tyler. Hi, Dr. Lisa. Good to have you here. Anyway, now, because I don't want the local cafe showing up on the navigation bar or the navigation menu, I want to hide it. So I'm going to exclude it. So I'm going to come over here, and where it says local cafe, I'm going to click on there, and then I'm just going to update that. All right. Now, once I click on there, it should actually save itself. So there you go. We've just got who are we, food, beverages, orders, catering, and blog. So let's just go save and exit. All right, so now that we've got that, that's cool. We need to come over to the pages again, and for each of these, we're going to be doing a mega menu. Now, today, I'm only really going to go through just one of those pages, and because, I mean, to do that would probably be, we'll run out of time, but I'm going to go through one of the pages. I'm actually going to pick maybe something that I can add more to it. Let me just do this one, food, I guess. So over here, going to go to the three dots. So if you weren't actually sure how the mega menu actually worked or how to set it up, you're going to get another look at it again if you weren't quite sure from last week. So we're going to click on the three dots. Now it says edit mega menu. Now that doesn't mean that you've actually got a menu there available for you that's already been done. It just means you can create one from there. So you edit it, and then you can actually edit it. You can create one once you click on it, and then you can edit it. So we're going to edit menu, mega menu, and we'll come up kind of like with a block here where we can add a block. Now, from here, what we want to do is we want to choose a mega menu style, if you like, or format, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to click on here, and then I'm going to go to mega menus there. Now you can see we've got the one that just drops down, or we've got the one that goes sideways, and 2 columns, 3 columns, 4 columns, and even 5 columns if you want to. Now here's the other thing, and I mentioned this last week, that instead of having icons, you can actually have images. Now, how does that come into it? Well, you can have images of your, some of your lattes to actually represent that category. Or what I've seen in real estate websites is that they have like images of photos of houses and all that, and on their menu as well. But in this case, we're just going to really do just icons. We're not going to play around with images. That's something you could probably try yourself once you get to this sort of thing. I'm probably going to choose this one here because I feel with food you're going to have lots of different options. So I'm going to, instead of going downwards where you have too many options going down, we're going to go 2 columns, or probably even 3 columns if we wanted to. But let's just keep it at 2 columns, and then we're going to, so that we can go down 3 and across. So let's do that one. I'm going to choose this one. All right, so this will probably look familiar from the last time that we're doing this. We just need to change I guess, what I want to do here is I want to change the naming or the titles, if you like. So on this one here, I'm just thinking on my feet at the moment with what I'm going to put in here. So forgive me if I'm just pausing a little bit on different things, but I'm going to make this one. So we're talking about food. I'm going to put in all-day breakfast. I think that's actually a thing at cafes, all-day breakfast. And have our daily special. I'll put our daily special. All-day breakfast. Now, as I'm doing this, I mean, there's no reason why you can't sort of reach out to cafes and see if they actually want a website done, because, you could do something similar to this where, oh my gosh, where, you'd be able to they'll be able to actually do their, like, set up their menu and things like that. And of course, it could be just one page, and you can grow it as the relationship between you and the client develops, and they want to, you know, once business picks up, they may want to do more on their website. They may want to add, hey, look, we're going to do a buy online, so you know, order online. So can we do that? And that's more work for you, right? It's ongoing work for you to be able to do that. And that's kind of the thing that I always do. That's my strategy anyway when it comes to doing websites for businesses, especially local businesses. I always start up with the one pager because it's a lot more affordable for them, cost effective. And then as it develops, as they grow in business, and as the demand gets a little bit higher, and they start accumulating a lot more, you know, I guess, activity through their business, then they may want to add more pages, and that's when you start charging for that as well. And I have shared this with you guys before, that I do charge a monthly charge for my clients as well. So that's just one way that you could actually run this as a local business type sort of business. All right. So have our daily special all-day breakfast. I don't know why that's actually. We'll go try instead of have. Try our daily. Right. So we've done that. I've got the label there. I've got the sub label there, and I'm just going to I'm not going to link it to anything at this stage. I'm just going to update it. All right, and this one here, I'm just going to put lattes or drinks. I'll put drinks actually, because that probably covers everything, because there's not all of them are lattes or beverages. All right, and I might put in here, we have a wide selection of all types of beverages. Okay. All right, and just update that one there. Actually, we're on food, aren't we? Okay, so it need to be food related. I'll change it after. This one we'll probably put vegan dishes. For all veggie lovers. Veggie lovers, we have something special for you. I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat just in case you guys actually have questions as I'm doing this. So please feel free to actually put your questions in the chat. Special. I'll just put actually something special for you. Special. And let's go back here. For all veggie lovers, we have something special. And then I'm just going to update that one. Over here, I'm going to change this because we are just talking about food. We're not talking about beverages. So over here, I'm going to put low calorie. Low calorie. Oh. Low calorie. Dishes. I'm going to put something. I don't know if this is actually PC or whatever, but I'm just going to put watching your figure. Try these dishes. Okay, someone actually commented there. Hot drinks on one label and cold drinks on the other. Yeah, there's another suggestion. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Johan. Okay, I've got all day breakfast, low calorie dishes, vegan dishes, and so all day breakfast can actually encompass things like various different selections of options for breakfast, all day breakfast. Okay, just on the other side here, what I might do here is put, I was going to put catering, but I'm not going to do that. Let me just change this, vegan dishes. I might actually leave the other side because you get the just as to what I'm trying to do here. Always put something that's kind of like in the sub label, put something interesting, and change that too as well. Got a hyphen in there. Right, now that we've done that, I'm going to make this all white. All the text I want to have white because I'm going to have this all on black, or it can be green, could be whatever. Actually, let me go back over here, and I might actually take that color there as the background. So I use a Chrome extension called Color Pick Eyedropper, and it's really good for picking colors. I don't know if you saw that. Yep. And then all I got to do is copy, and then I've got that color. So I'm going to go back to here. Actually, I'll just do the background first. So I'm going to do the whole background. Layout, container, and come up to background color there. All right. And let's go down to here. Got the hex code in there. And then tick. All right, so you can see that it's still white. That's because it's got an overlay. It's got a white overlay. So if I click on this again, you see that there, users overlay. So what I need to do is I actually need to make that more transparent. So if I go like this, it should actually, work. Hang on, let me just go there. There, sorry, there we go. There, if I go like this, we should actually just sort of go there, but now we've still got a white background. Let me just have a look, see if I can get rid of that. I'm just going to go no color. So it's the color's actually in front, so it's on the next container, which is that one there. I'm going to get rid of that. That's actually the overlay by the looks of it. Yeah, so that's the overlay. I need to get rid of that. I'm just going to go on there, down here, and then go no color. All right, we still seem to have it there. I'm not sure why. Okay, I'm going to go there, container. So we've got white there again. There's white all over the place. Yeah, there we go. So in the two columns, it's actually got colors again. I don't know why they just actually have the one color in the background, but just about every container had the white color, and I'm not sure why they did that, but anyway. All right, so okay, I'm going to change the background in there. So I'm just going to go container here, click on here, and use that color there. We've got that now, so I'm using the color that's from the theme of my website, and just going to make these all white. So I need to click on one and then go up one, and then just come over here to color, text, and then color, and then white. No, that one didn't change. Let's try that one. Looks like I'm going to have to do them separately. All right. You know, unfortunately, this is all part of web designing, is that sometimes it becomes a little bit monotonous when you have to do the same thing over and over again. There's no quick way to do this, by the way, but just to make those changes. It's not like you can sort of wave a magic wand and just make all the changes just like that. Who knows? Maybe with the advent of AI, it might actually be possible in the future. And So I'm just going to do all that, get these ones done. And again, we have actually covered this last week. And if you missed out last week, then you're lucky you're getting to see it again. But what I did last week is that I actually assigned this just to one drop down rather than individual drop downs. Okay. And you become very quick at this the more you do it. I'm sort of talking at the moment, so it probably just slows me down slightly, but you do actually become really quick, fast at it. The more the more websites you do actually. And I suggest if you don't do any websites for businesses at the moment, just start creating templates for some. Think of a local business, like it could be a builder, it could be an electrician, it could be a cafe, and do just one-pager websites. Don't have to worry about multi-page. Just do one-pager websites. And if, on the off chance later on, you may come across somebody who's actually looking for a website. That's kind of what I do. I do one-pages, and then later on, someone might ask me for a website, but they don't want to pay a lot of money. They, not the full-blown price for a multi-page website, and then I can offer them that. Or I sometimes even guide them down that track, because they don't know what they don't know, right? So they don't really know what they want. All right, so we've done that, and I think that's pretty cool. I may actually want to reduce the size on this, the width. So I'm going to go up to pages here. I'm going to come down here to static width. All right, and I think that's actually not too bad. We'll go a little bit wider. We'll go 17, and we'll just click on the tick there. We might keep this to the right, and then we'll just click on there. Okay, so now we've got this menu going on. I don't really like the highlights. I'm just going to quickly change those, by the way. So, how you hover over it, and it's got the white background. So you just go there, and I like to expand this out when I do this. You go to hover, and then you go to background, and then you just change it. So maybe I might just change it to a lighter green. Maybe there. No, looks a bit too bold. There, maybe. Oh, no. I'm going to go into Spectrum. And actually, I'm going to go into Spectrum. And I'm just going to click on here so I can get that, so I can get the color. Where is it? There. I want that color there. So I want to go to Spectrum. And then I'm going to try and choose a color that's just slightly lighter than that. Now, when I do this, it's going to change all that, but that's okay. We're going to select that color by clicking on the tick. So we add it to our most recent. Let's do that again. There. And let's just hope that's actually gone in. Yeah. I think it is. I think that's the one there. So now what I'm going to do is I need to revert back to that color that I had before. So I'm going to just come back to the first one that I think it was this one here. Come back to that one and then make that the color there. So that it's actually the background is the color. And then when we come up to here, I'm going to change that to that slightly lighter one of the background color. Yeah. And hover. And then there. And then I think it was this one. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to do that to the rest. I'll just do these three here and then we'll move on to the next part. Hover and then go down. Click that one. And then same here. Hot drinks on one label and cold drinks on another. Karen is live. Hashtag live. Good to see you here. Tyra saying hello to everyone. Good to see. Sorry, Tyra saying hello to everyone. Good to see you here, Tyra. Okay, again, we're just going to do the same thing. Go to the background. Choose the lighter color there. Oops, hang on. We need to go back. We need to go on the hover first and then the lighter color. There. All right, so when they hover over it, they're just going to see just a lighter color than the background color so that they know what they're on. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to leave all this. I'm not going to carry on with that. I'm probably actually do it throughout the week so that we're up to the next stage. All right, so I'm just going to save and exit. Okay, so we've got a mega menu, and the way you can tell which page has a mega menu, you can see this arrow pointing downwards. Okay, and when you hover over it, it says page contains mega menu. So you know there's a mega menu there, just like this one here. In fact, we're going to take that one out because we don't really need a mega menu for that. So I'm just going to go edit and go to there, and I'm just going to go here. I think it's this one. That one. I should be able to delete that. Oops. I'm just going to go block and delete because we don't need it, but I wanted to get rid of that arrow anyway, so I'm not too sure what's happened there. I'm just going to delete all that and then save and exit. All right. Wait for that to happen. Okay, so you can still see the arrows there, but I literally got it. I need to actually take that option out of there, but I will do that at a later stage. So now we're on the food. I have a URL there which says all day breakfast specials. What? Okay, here's the thing. Although in the food one there, in the food one there, we've got, what did I put? I put go to menu, edit menu, and this is just a bit of a tip, by the way. Although I had all day breakfast, low calorie dishes and vegan dishes, but only in the friendly URL, I actually go back here. I actually put I need to go out, cancel. I actually put all day, all dash day. That was the friendly URL. So if I click on that page and then I click into settings, that's where it is. Why did I put that if there's actually 3 options, or maybe 5 or 6 options for food? All right, this is my I guess, how would I say? This is what I do. All right, I actually put a URL in there that most people would probably Google. All right, doesn't matter if there's like 3 options for like there might be vegan or whatever, but I would put something in there that actually most people will Google. So the friendly URL, and that's this part here, which is the page slug, is literally kind of like a search term, if you know what I mean. Right? So that's why I do it. All right, so we've got food here. I'm going to put in, so that's food. So it's not all day, but that's the name of the page, food. All right, and that's why I have that there. If I was strictly for, like, say, for vegan people that vegan, then I would actually put something like I don't know, or I don't know what people search for when they're vegan, but I would put that in there. All right, whatever terminology they use or whatever they use to search for. You can actually do your research on that as to when people are looking for vegan food at cafes, what are the search terms that they put in there? What is it they're saying in Google to actually find what they're after? And you can put that in here. All right. So if you think that the slug has to be the same as the page name, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Right? It doesn't have to be the same name as the page name. Or it doesn't have to be the same as the page name. So you can actually do that, and then that will also help, I guess, for your SEO. All right. So that's that. Let's go back to here. So we've got food. Now, if we probably go to let's have a look, see if we can see what we've done here. See if we can see it live. Nothing's happening. Let me just refresh. Okay, I'm going to go back to here again. Ah, I see. No, we've got to go. We've got to go to the main page. Sorry, we've got to go to the main page, and we'll just preview. Right, so we're at the main page. Oh, and just close that. So now you see there's nothing's really happened here. We don't actually see a drop down. And why is that? All right. If I go back to here and I click on here, why am I not getting that mega menu come under food? And this is the reason why. I need to click on edit global block, and this is kind of a little anomaly. It's a bit of an anomaly, really. I need to click on it. I need to click on the block itself before the changes, so the changes can actually get saved. But you might think it's kind of silly, but yeah, I actually discovered that. That's what you have to do in order to actually get those changes in effect. You literally just got to go to the global block, click on it, and then go exit. And it should actually insert the changes. There you go. All right. Something as simple as that you don't know what you don't know, right? Unless you been spending a lot of time on the Groove Pages app, then there's things that you will probably discover that you never knew before, and there's no training for it anywhere else, because little things like that is what gets people stumped, and they kind of think, oh, it's got something to do with the platform, or it's got something to do with something they haven't done properly. But rest assured, not all the time is it a user error. A lot of it is actually finding out the little nitty-gritties about the platform that is not shown anywhere in any tutorial. All right, unless you're doing lives like this. Okay, so we've got that there. The whole idea is to actually put a mega menu on all these, and then with all the different things that you've got. Obviously, with beverages, you've got juices, you've got soft drinks, you've got coffee, you've got lattes, you've got what's the other one? The shots, something shots. What is the caffeine shots or whatever they call them? And yeah, so you've got a whole range of things that you milkshakes if you wanted to. You can put that on there. So that's another menu in itself, right? And each of these are going to go to a page. Now, not necessarily to individual pages. You don't have to create individual pages, but you want to create one page which actually has all day breakfast in one section. Go down the page a bit more. It's got low calorie dishes in another section of the page, and the same with the vegan dishes. And then all you do is actually is you assign, and I covered this last week, is to actually, here, down here, the attributes. So if I wanted to actually link up, say, with this block here, right, then down in the custom attributes, it's actually got a code or elements ID. And that's what we're going to, if we're going from one page to another, or if we're going from the menu, like if we're putting that into the menu. So if I clicked on this there, copy, and I go back to over here, I'm going to go to the mega menu on this one there, edit mega menu, and I'm going to put over here the whole box. I'm going to link it to that page. So I'm just going to go, it's got to be a URL, by the way. It has to be a URL. Okay. And let me just see if I can find, it would need to be, what is the name? You literally got to have the domain name in here, and it's not going to work because I actually don't, I haven't got this domain name connected to here, but you have to put the domain name in here, or the URL, I should say. Okay, so this would be your cafe, your local cafe, I should say, your local cafe. We'll just put .com, and then hashtag, then food, because that's on the food page, food, all right, and then / again, and then hashtag, and then that element ID, all right, and that's how it should look. So you've got your domain name / the name of the page, which is food, and / and then the element ID, which will take you directly to that part of the to here, right, where we just looked at. I think it was there. Yeah, it was there. To that part. All right. It's not going to do it because I don't actually have the domain name, the custom domain name connected at this stage, but that's where it will take you. So that's the actual settings in terms of what you need to do. And it's disappeared on me. What you need to do in terms of the page, the URL. All right. I don't know why it's gone. It's disappeared, probably because I didn't save it. I don't know. But anyway, hopefully you guys actually understand that, or you've got the gist of what I'm trying to say there. Espresso, yeah, that's another one. I think you were trying to tell me that's what they're called, those shots, right? Yeah. So yeah, espresso. So there's lots of different categories when it comes to beverages at a cafe, even alcohol. Some actually have alcohol as well. So so there's a long list of I guess categories. But let's just go back to the home page, and I want to just actually see if there's anything else that I need to cover on those. All right. So we've got food. So food's the page here. All right. So what we need to do is with food being the page, right? We actually need to create a link that goes to that page, to that food page, right? So if I was to, if I was to add the link in there as a single page, like let me get my wording right. If I add a link to, let's just say, the beverages page, there's no sense of having a MegaMenu, right? There's no sense, because we don't really want to go to the beverages page. In fact, food is just there as a label. The page, I've just put the page there just as a label, so that when people click on here, they're going to go directly to where they want to go. All right, so they don't really need to go to the food page in a sense. Well, it can be the food page, because you could actually have all your different foods on there. I hope I'm not getting you guys confused. It can be that one, or it could be a different one. It's really up to you. But we pretty much, that's going to have all those dishes on the food page, on the food page, and where they can actually link up to the different sections on that page. All right, I think I've actually explained that as clear as I can. If you've got any questions, please just ask me in the chat, because yeah, I know what I'm thinking, but I'm probably confusing some of you when I'm speaking it out loud. But we don't want to go to, we don't want that clickable. We don't want that food title clickable, right? We don't want to go to food title, because all that will happen is we'll just go to the page. We want to go to a section on the page. So those are the ones that we're going to work on in order to go to the different sections on the food page. Hopefully that's more understandable. Okay, cool. All right, so that's that, and let's just give it a try. Actually, what I'm going to do, and just for argument's sake, I'm gonna see if I can publish this, because I do actually think I've got the custom domain. Oh no, it's actually, you can't see this. Hang on. I do actually think I've got the custom. No, that's the subdomain. Okay, so I've called this. I'm just going to copy this, and what I'm going to do is once we've done this, I'm going to go to food page, and in here I'm going to put in. Actually, I'm going to get rid of this block here, and I'm just going to grab a block. that's kind of related or has kind of something that I'm looking for in terms of layout. One of a call to action might be a good one. No. Okay. I mean, you could even look at things like pricing, right? You could even sort of maybe have like this one here, if you wanted to, as a block, you know. But you want those in different sections or different blocks on the page. So let's get rid of that. I'm just going to go for something that's a bit a layout rather than a. Okay, let's do this one. All right, so let's pretend this is, you know, dishes at the cafe, and this is under the all-day breakfast. So we're going to make that the all-day breakfast. Let's go back to here again, and I'm just going to put in here, all-day breakfast. Now, for every page, you can have it. You have only one H1 tag, and that's generally the one that you will use as a keyword. So it doesn't have to be the same keyword for every page. Right? It does not have to be the same keyword for every page. It can be a totally different keyword. Right? So all day breakfast, and take that out. Now that says all day breakfast. So I'm going to highlight that. It's a heading 2 at the moment. I'm going to make it a heading 1. So I'm going to make it an H1 tag. All right. That's the only one I can have on there with all day breakfast as an H1 tag. I can't have any more than that. These can be H2, same with that there. They can be H2 and so on and so on. You can go up to H3, H4, H5, whatever you want to. But your main keyword is that. Now, here's the thing. That's also in my friendly URL for that particular page, right? As you remembered, if I go into here, there it is there. Actually, I should have put all day specials. Okay, so I'm going to put that in there as well. So all day breakfast specials, and I make that the H1 as well. So now what's happening is Google is reading that the URL says all day breakfast specials. Your H1 tag on that page says all day breakfast specials, and that helps your optimizing your site. Right? Okay. If anybody is not too sure about that, please put it in the chat, and I'll explain more. But I think I've actually explained it pretty well. But that's what you do. All right. Now, if you're on a different page like beverages, you could have like something like in the URL for beverages on the friendly URL / and award winning lattes, and then you put that on that page as well. So when you come over here, all right, come to here, you go to beverages, you're going to have you go to beverages, you're going to have a drop down menu just like this, and the beverages page over here will have, well, I've got the best flat white lattes there, but you know, I could have award-winning lattes in there if I wanted to. All right, so let's just change that. So I'm going to go to that page and wait for it to move. Come. All right, I'm on the page. There's nothing there at the moment. We can put all our beverages on there if we wanted to, but we'll just, at the moment, we'll just leave it like that. I'm going to go over to settings, and then I'm just going to make that award-winning. Award-winning lattes. All right, so that's in my friendly URL. All right, so what that would look like is it will be your local cafe.com / beverages, which is the page. Sorry, no, it'll be your local yourlocalcafe.com/award-winning-lattes. Now, not necessarily people are going to actually search that, right? But they might actually search, what's the best lattes locally, things like that are kind of related, right? You can do that as well, or you could just put in there the best, the best dash lattes dash in dash town. You could put that if you want to, but it's the URL that's actually, you can put a search term in there is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to put award-winning lattes, obviously broken up with the dashes, and then there. All right. Let's go back to where we were on the food page, and I'll just want to get this done real quickly before we go. All right, let's go to food. Wait for that to change. All right, so we've got the block there, right? Let's just put another block before it. So I'm going to put another one before it. I'm just going to put anything. Let me put that one there. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to show you how you can get to that block without just getting to the top of the page. All right, so that's the top of the page. This is kind of going to be in the middle sort of thing. So I want to click on that block there, and I want to come down here, and I want to grab the custom attribute, which is the elements ID. Grab that, copy, and then okay. And so there's a lot involved in this, right? Okay, so and then I'm going to come over to pay here. To website, I'm going to come over to here, which is the menu for this, menu for the other, to get to actually access the edit the mega menu. I just got a little bit distracted there. Something popped up on my screen. Okay, and over here, I want to put the link in there. So let's just change this one. Oops. Change that to this. All right. So that's the URL. I'm just going to update this. Update and close. All right. So that's the link in there. And I'm just going to see if I can actually publish the custom, my custom domain. So let's come back over here. Go to hosting. Let's just see if I've actually got it in my. I think I got it. I think I did get it. I'm not sure. Too many. Okay, no, it's not in there. Let's go back to the group pages subdomain. What I need to do here then is I need to grab this link here. So let's just pretend that this is actually the custom domain /food, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm just going to grab that link there. And come back over here. I hope you guys are keeping up with me on this. And wrong one. Let's go back up here. Come down to MegaMenu, and we'll have to do that again. Only because I don't have the custom. I actually thought I bought the domain for this. Okay, there. And we need to change from here back to there. And let's just see if that's correct. Group pages demo -1. Yep. So that's the one we need to update. And let's just save and exit, and I'm going to publish it. And we'll see if we can demo what we've just done. Okay, publish. Good thing we have the ability to replay as often as we need, dear Tyler. Thank you for sharing your knowledge, time, and energy. Thanks, Tyler. Thank you for that. All right. So it's published. Maybe give it maybe just a few, about 10 seconds or so before you go to the site because sometimes it actually has to, it's still doing the changes. Let's try it now. There. All right, so here we are. This is kind of like the live view, and this is the subdomain link, obviously. I'm going to come over here, and then I'm going to go to All Day Breakfast and click there. Oh, and that took me straight back to here. I know why. Sorry. I know why. Let's go back to here again. It needs to be edit MegaMenu. Here, it needs to be demo 1, and then food, and then / and then the what you call it? Not seen? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. You'll see it now very shortly, Nancy. So I'm just going to save that. All right, and then I'm going to go to publish, and hopefully it all works this time. And I'll make sure I show it this time, Nancy. Sorry about that. I was doing pretty good up until now, showing the tabs. All right, let's click on here. Now, see what I mean? You just got to leave it for about 10 seconds or so before it actually makes the changes. And do one more. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There we go. All right. Hopefully this works now. So I go to food, come over to All Day Breakfast there, click on there. It should take us, and it didn't, to that. But let me just see why they didn't do that. Food. Oh, right. I think there's probably, I need to put in the last bit there as well. Hang on, guys. And copy there. We'll do this one more time, and then from there we'll actually finish up. If I don't get it this time around, and it can be a little bit finicky sometimes when you're doing this stuff, you know, you forget things and you go, oh, that's right, I need to put that in there. And you don't find that out until it starts making mistakes. So All Day Breakfast demo 1. Put that in there. Paste. All Day Breakfast specials. I have an idea. I need to put food in there, but we'll just leave it like this. But I will probably have it all sorted by the time next week. And I think you guys have literally seen me do this before anyway. It just makes it kind of difficult when you're working with subdomains and they're quite long and things like that. So that's the problem. I think I know what. Can anybody guess why I might be having a problem with this? Anybody? Okay, so look, the MegaMenu is part of, obviously, the navigation bar. Any changes I make that is related to the navigation bar, I actually need to update the MegaMenu through the global block. So I need to click on here, and hopefully this is what it is. But I know that if you make any changes, you still need to come back to here and then click on it and then exit and then publish. So yeah. Karen, is that, I don't know. You don't know what? All right, so publish that. Let's just have a quick look at this again. I'm not even sure if it's going to work or not, but let's just have a look. I'm sure. Yeah, sometimes you just got to leave this for a wee while. All right, let me just publish this again. Publish. So I'm just publishing this again. It's because it's just going to a 404. Hopefully that's worked. Click on here and just refresh again. Sometimes the updates don't happen straight away. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they take a few seconds, but yeah. And one more time. You can see I'm still on the 404 page here. Let's try that again. Still doing it. There we go. These are some of the things you got to work with, right? All these things that actually it kind of just has this little things here and there. All right. So we're over here. And here we go. Oh, where's the food now? Hang on, guys. I seem to have lost something here. The food's gone. Why has the food gone? So there's something that's actually not quite right at the moment, because what I've got here, we've got the food showing, but it's not showing up on the menu. So not sure why that's doing that. But let's just update this again. Let's go on to the MegaMenu and go into Edit Global Block. Oh, there's the food. No, it's way over there. Okay. Didn't see that. Here we go. All right. Come here, there, click on that, and hopefully we'll go to that page. There we go. Oh, thank God for that. Okay, so we're actually at that page now. That took long enough to get to that point, but when you re-watch this and you sort of kind of follow the steps, just remember that you've got to go on the global block, literally just click on it and then exit. Pretty much that's all you got to do for it to update. And if you don't do that, then that's probably why things won't be happening the way that they did for me. And so, yeah. But as you can see, when I clicked on it, and if we go back to that again, when I come here and I clicked on it, I wanted to go to all day breakfast on that page. And there you have all day breakfast there. But up the top there, you actually have the top of the page with something else that might be there. Eureka, Karen. Yeah. All right. So again, that's how you get to one part of the page. So today's session was actually linking the page up with one of the categories, if you like, on the menu, linking it up to a part of another page. All right. So that's what's happened here. We're probably not quite going to sort of get to the pop-up, but, well, too much deep into the pop-up, but I'm going to go here to pop-ups anyway. I'll just go exit first. I'm going to go to pop-ups. I've got to refresh it because it's not working. Have any of you ever? It's a memory issue. Yep, you're right. You're right, Nancy. Do any of you have issues with things not working when you're clicking on them, all that sort of stuff? Because if you do, sometimes it's actually refreshing is probably the best thing you can do. Make sure whatever you got up to is saved first, then refresh. And so, yeah, let's get the pop-ups. We've got the latte, that one there. Okay, so you could do and like I said, I've done that on this one here. Exit, wait. All right, so things are happening actually. It looks like that it's actually, I don't know if you can see that, but sometimes it says wait for the pages to load or exit. It comes up. And sometimes when that happens, unbeknown to you, it's actually logged you out. All right, and that's the reason why that happens, but you don't even know. It looks like you're still in here, but it actually logs you out. So you need to probably just check to see, make sure that you're still logged in. But let's go back to the pop-ups that we had on the here, or the pop-up I had on there, which was this one here, down here. But so that was the pop-up. But what I wanted to show you, and I guess you could probably work this out yourself, but what I wanted to show you, instead of having a square like that one there, you can have a circle like this one here if you wanted to, all right? And then enlarge that so that it actually looks like the same, like it's the same circle. But you could actually have more of the picture within that circle. It's just playing around with it, and it's to do with the cropping and stuff, cropping of the image. So when you, over here, you can see that I've actually cropped the image smaller and fitted it into the circle. But when you click on it, I've got more of a larger image, right? You can see more of the cake, and you can see more of the leaves here and stuff like that. Oh, geez. Okay. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Over here, there's the one there. This is the one that's got the pop-up. Yeah. And as soon as you click on that, you're going to get this. You can see more of the image here than what you can do in here. And if you really wanted to make it look a little bit sort of like uniform or nicer, if you like, instead of having the square image, make it the round image like you have down here, but just making more of the, putting more of the picture into the circle image, and making sure that, you know, when you crop it, you're cropping a little bit more of the image when you're inserting it into the picture. I'm going to just quickly do it for you. I'm going to show you so that you guys know how to do it. So I'm going to go back to here. Let's go back to here. I'm going to go to pop-ups. There, edit. And this is just doing it quickly. You can see that I've got the square image here. I'm just going to delete that, or the oblong image, I should say. I'm going to put another image in there. Image placement. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's not what I want. I'm going to put the round one in there. So I'm going to go in here, come down to image, go to the round image, put that in there. Hang on, things are not working. There you go. Yeah, put the round image in there, click on there, grab that image that we had before, but I'm going to get the larger view, the larger image of it. It's in here somewhere. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to go to crop. And actually, that's about right. Oh, well, mind you, that's quite a big size there. So I'm just going to make that 800. I should make it 1,000. All right. And let's just see. Try and square it off a wee bit. Yeah. Oh. Update. All right, and then I'm going to save and exit. Publish. This is the last bit, guys, so we've gone a little bit over time, 5 minutes or so, but I'll just do this last bit. Here. I think you can see my screen now, though. Yeah. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm just going to go to the site. And again, just need to refresh. Let's try back here again. There we go. All right, so if we go down to here, and we should get a rounder, larger image, but we don't. It's just a smaller image. All right, so you probably want to stick with the more oblong image, but I would probably figure this one out and see why it's actually smaller, and maybe get down to the bottom of that, because I did actually put in a large image. But there might be something in the settings that I didn't do. Here, right, okay, cool. All right, so what we're going to need to do is we need to add the size. Here we go. So that's a fixed width. Sorry about this, guys. So that's a fixed width, and so I'm just going to have relative to parent and relative to parent. And now we've got that. You can see that the it's a little bit oval. So let's just actually do the width a wee bit. We can make sure the height is auto, I think. Try this. I'm trying to get that go to Puerto, and then maybe we'll just go fixed height. There. Okay, that's a bit more rounder. All right, and then I'm just save and exit. So this is the reason why I didn't actually come up big, because I actually didn't do the sizing, and it's like that. You just sometimes you miss a step and it could go. It won't work properly. So let's try this. Last one. That's all we need to do, and then we finish. I'm going to wait a few seconds. So that's how you can make it probably look a little bit better on the home page. When you do pop-ups like that, you don't actually have to have a square pop-up. You can actually have a round one, just like in the on the home page. So let's just try this again. And again, it just takes a while for this to actually update properly. There you go. Let's go back down to the image here. Click on here. And now we've got a bigger image. Thank God. Okay, so there you go. Oh, sorry. Here we go. There you go. Let's do that again. Here, clicked on there, and now I've got a bigger image. All right. This makes it seem like in uniform with the smaller image. That's what you can do with a rounder image instead of having a big square image. Now, I hope you guys got some value from this. I know there was some little tips in there that will probably be something that would really be helpful. I think you will need to do a hard refresh to I do that occasionally too as well, Nancy. But yeah, I didn't do one as recently. But there you go. It's a larger image of the smaller image here. So if you do things like that, then you can actually make it a little bit, add a bit of bells and whistles to your website. So this is the website we're going to actually carry on the way through. Obviously, we're going to touch on different things like Groove Cell or even Groove Cart and members and memberships, things like that. Now, you can either have a membership and use the Groove Cell, or what I think would probably be more appropriate would be Groove Cart for this rather than Groove Cell, especially when you've got lots of different dishes, right, and lots of different drinks and stuff like that. Groove Cart would be much better for that. Now, however, if I was to do a VIP membership where if people sign up for a year and they get special discount, like 20% discount or 10% discount, then that would go through a Groove Cell. So that's where we'll touch on both eventually. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, that's me, guys. It is 10 minutes over, and I'm very sorry for that. If it wasn't for some of the things that got me a little bit sort of stopped me in my tracks, I probably would have gotten through this quicker. But hopefully this has all been helpful. And yes, watch the replay if you can. Try and get to the parts that are actually that you want to learn about and replay. And good luck with creating your pages. All right, that's me, guys. Bye for now. We'll catch you.
You gotta get into the groove.